Hey guys, it's Dane with DynastyBreaks.com. Hit that thumbs up button. We really appreciate it. Hit the subscribe button. When you do that, YouTube knows you like our content. They will show our channel to collectors that maybe don't know we exist. We like people to know we exist. Existing is good. We are going to also ask you if you'd like to sell your cards, not pay a whole bunch of fees, and you don't want to do any of the work. You want us to do all the work for you. Let us sell your cards on the Fanatics Collect weekly auctions. We are now big consigners with Fanatics. We're taking in thousands of items. We can do graded cards, raw cards. We can even get your cards graded before they go to auction. DynastyBreaksLLC@gmail.com. Send me an email. Ask me about our auction program, and I'll send you our details very quickly and efficiently, and we can talk about your cards. We're doing composite football, 6 boxes. It is half case number 19. Here are your teams. Brian in a jar with the Panthers. Aaron J. Seahawks. Greg, Ed and Eddie Niners. Aaron Chargers. Christopher Steelers. Tyler having a big pot of stew. Texans. Sean Cowboys. Patrick with the Vikings. Neil and his heavy flow. Dolphins and Packers. Big swinging Ryan, as CJ would call him. Saints. Aaron with the Bills. Kobe Rams. Ted Titans. Lucas, spelled weird, with the Jags. Wayne loves pancakes. Patriots. Kobe Bengals. Tyler Broncos. Kobe Eagles. Ryan trying out the Giants. Juan Falcons. Ryan with the Jets. Ted at the bar. Bears. Terry and his nicely sculpted bod. Terry and his very chiseled bod with the Buccaneers. Chris Mac with the Ravens. Walter Lions. Austin Commanders. Elray Son of Molly with the Browns. Tommy like Wingy Cardinals. Chris Mac Raiders. And Jordan with the Chiefs and the Colts. All cards ship. No hitless credit. Giddy up. Ride 'em Cowboy. Send me an email as a great song. Seth 11. I'm very confused. Very confused, Seth 11. Even though your name's not Seth. I know your name. It's not Seth. It's not even close. It's not even the same letter. What's up, Dwa? You remember those? Hey, have you ever heard those cologne commercials where they're like, Dior, Parfum, Dora, like Johnny Depp or like?
Yeah, occasionally.
Yeah, Dwa, Parfum.
I really don't wait for them to come around.
Parfum Dwa. It's very fancy. It makes you want to go buy perfume. Pay $50 for a bottle of liquid. Dwa. Dior. All right. Maurice Jones-Drew. That is a good-looking card. I just like the Topps Chrome Black cards. I don't know why. I just like them. Midnight, Bo Jackson. And we're going to have an orange wave. It's Jason Sehorn. And George, you know who likes Jason Sehorn?
Who?
Jason Sehorn. Number to 25. Orange wave. Giants on that one. Will Levis showing off the, you know what I'm saying? Showing them off. Hey, if you got them. If you got them. What are you doing this fine evening, Trev? What are you doing for Memorial Day weekend? Big plans, I bet. All right, Gronkowski. This is the white hole parallel. I didn't name it. I'm just reporting the news. I did not create the name of that. It is a white hole from Cosmic Chrome. And if you're wondering, why are there so many different sets in composite? Well, it's a composite. It's a composition of different Topps sets, and they are showing off with this product. This was sort of their first delving into football. They have a massive amount of autograph signers in this, and again, I think this was kind of a show off. Like, look what we're going to do. That's why we love it. Midnight, Jim Kelly. Jerry Rice to 150. Top load that. You're tired today, Dr. Dwar? You're tired today? Dwar. Dior. Dwar. Dior. Dexter Manley. Not looking real manly in that picture. Just saying. J.J. Watt. And we've got young Jim Kelly to 250. Green. Throw this in there kind of product. I know. It's just like, I like it. They're like, hey, let's get every person we can to sign cards. Every Hall of Famer that you haven't seen in years and years, and we're going to get them all. We're going to put them in this product. That's kind of how I view it. I like it. Sign me up for that. Ed McCaffrey, that's Dada McCaffrey to 199. Daddy. Oh, we got an RPA in here or something. We got a patch. Its thickness is large. All right, we've got Ken Norton Jr. I told you. Autographs you don't see very often. 10 of 75. Going to go to the Cowboys. Ken Norton Jr. I kind of think of him as a Niner myself, but Dallas taking it. Sean, BAI.
Here it is.
Bet you didn't think you were going to get a Ken Norton auto. That is a patch auto. That is from the regular composite set. Composite patch auto. I like it. George doesn't care, but I like it. Funko Pops up next. Autographed Funkos, mind you. That's right. We're doing a Funko break. We're kind of cool like that. Will Levis refractor.
Who?
Ken Norton Jr.? You don't know who Ken Norton Jr. is? Really? Come on. Dwa. Come on. CJ Stroud. And we got Josh taking it to the cribs. He's actually on the Hall of Fame ballot. Cleveland Brownies purple mini diamond auto to 199. They go El Ray.
El Ray.
L to the Ray. I don't think El Ray liked getting the Browns too much, but you know, sometimes you just got to get the first autograph or the second autograph in the break. Sometimes you just got to do it. Tom Brady. This is maybe the best looking card in the entire product. I love that card. Topps Chrome Black. Football will be upon us before we know it, probably. Telling you, El Ray. Josh Cribbs. Nolan Cromwell looking weird. He made the checklist. And Danny White for the Cowboys. Cowboys doubling up. There you go, Sean. Danny White on the Blue Wave team color match. 4/75. I like it.
You like it.
I like it.
You like it.
This Merino has some sort of a factory surface issue. You can see that scratch there. May have been a cat fight in the vicinity of the card. Cribbs is, I think Ozzie Newsome has autos in this. Maybe Vinny Testaverde. I'm not sure. There's some Browns in here. Midnight Tom Brady. We'll top load that. And we got a Michael Vick to 275. Brady for the Patriots. Question of the night. Who's this heckler here that keeps asking me? Okay, you guys want a question of the night? You want a question of the night, do you? You want me to just come up with a question of the night is what you want. Question of the night. It's got to have something to do with you.
Why?
Okay. Question of the night. Go ahead, George. Hit it. Ready?
Ladies and gentlemen, children of all ages, we've reached the point that you've been waiting for. It's time for Dynasty's Question of the Night.
Answer the question of the night in the comments below, and I will respond to your answer. Or in the live chat, give us an answer. Please let us know. What is your answer to the question of the night? The question of the night is, George has been thinking about picking up a part-time job lately. You know, he's been thinking, you know, maybe just a few hours a week picking up a part-time job. What would the perfect job for George be? Let's give George some employment ideas. That is the Dynasty. Why are you looking at me like that?
I'm just waiting to see what's coming.
So, you know, what would be a good part-time job for George that he would excel at? Let us know. There you go. That's the question of the night. Modern Artiste, Jason Sehorn, who really likes Jason Sehorn, by the way. That is the blue parallel for the Giants to 99. Is Danny White a better quarterback or punter? I can't answer that question intelligently. I'm not really sure. I'm going to say quarterback, but I'm just guessing. Seth says a dog walker.
Yeah?
Would you walk some dogs?
No, I'd like to have a dog, but we have problems because we leave town and have no place to keep a dog.
You wouldn't feed it probably, yeah. Dwar says Pizza Hut, KFC, Taco Bell, any of those. You'd be excellent.
Thank you.
You'd be like the drive-through guy.
Yeah.
Santa Claus at a year-round Christmas shop, Jalen says. Come sit on Pappy's lap. Oh, it's gold, Jerry. Seinfeld reference. 27 of 50, Anthony Richardson auto. Good night. Look how big that auto is. There you go, Colts. That's a big auto.
Yeah. Jordan.
George has never seen anything that big. There you go, Jordan with the Indianapolis Colts on the double team spot. Trev says door greeter at Walmart, and Tim simultaneously said door greeter at Walmart, and they typed it in exactly the same.
Wow.
Tim might be Trevor, actually. They may be the same person. A gigolo says what the crook. A gigolo? What do you think?
No.
George reminds me of Richard Gere a little bit. Not really. Midnight. Gronkowski, green parallel. House sitting while you go on a long vacation. We going to house sit for Elray?
You know, if I could bring the dog with me, but I don't have yet, but to your house, and we could watch his house as long as you need it.
There you go, Elray. Done. Home beer delivery. Receipt checker at Costco. We don't have a Costco, but maybe you could do that at Sam's. Autograph. Taking it to the crib one more time for young Elray, who didn't want those Browns, I'd like to remind you. Cleveland Browns. 2 cribs are better than 1. Yo MTV cribs. Taste tester for Brahms.
Yeah. If all I have to do is vanilla or chocolate, I'd be
They
happy.
just sit George down and say, open up. They just keep feeding him. Crosswalking guard. Recruiter for the transfer portal. What? Wow. Okay. Midnight, Peanut Tillman. And Jerry Rice green to 99. That's a nice one. There you go, Niners. Is that a Gronk joke? I think Seth just told the Gronk joke. So the question of the night is, and make sure to put it in the comments, what would be a good part-time gig for George? He needs a part-time gig. Oh, we got a gold auto. Darrelle Revis. Boom. There you go, Jets. This is why you buy this product. A lot of signers in this. 10 of 25, New York.
Ryan.
Congrats on that.
Ryan.
Darrelle Revis. Very tasty. I don't know if we've seen a Revis auto. Maybe once. You could run Space Mountain at Disney World. An Avon product tester. No, he's got too much facial hair, Lewis.
It's mixed up.
Personal assistant to Jackson Holiday. I don't know if Jackson would go for that. I'd have to talk to him. The 325, Terrell Davis. That is an on-card Darrelle Revis. That's a legit card, man. That is legit. And Jim McMahon, this is the green. I believe the all-etch insert for the Bears.
That's all itch insert?
All etch.
Oh, etch.
Not all itch. Hearing aid tester.
That's right.
Could be a job. Hearing aid tester. You know.
Could have someone that could bring me jackets and coats and blankets and stuff.
That's not really you having a job. You have a heated jacket on. What else do you need?
Well, I don't know.
You need me to feed you too? Sean Alexander to 199. A sign spinner. All right. You know the guy that spins the sign like your taxes, the arrow. Night watchman. He can stop lawbreakers from using his alley as a bathroom. That's true. Yeah. Eddie George. If any of you have not heard the bathroom story, I'd be glad to share it with you guys. I think most of you have heard it. CJ Stroud, refractor from Cosmic Chrome. If you don't know, we pulled the Superfractor auto of this for young Kobe. Golf caddy. You could be a golf caddy, George.
Yeah.
Brett Favre. And, oh, orange lava. I like it. Sterling Sharp, new Hall of Famer, 12/25 for the Packers. Green Bay, good-looking Cosmic Chrome parallel.
What I want to do, what do they call those guys who do, like they help put things together for shows? If they have a band, they got to.
You want to run the chords out and test the guitars and all that?
Yes.
No, you don't.
What is it called?
A concert get ready guy.
No, it's got a real
Stage
name.
crew.
It's got a name.
Stage man.
Probably. Anyhow, I want to do it for Chicago.
You just want to get their autograph and
I want to be around there,
hug their legs and stuff.
I want to practice in the background.
Danny Amendola to 150. George wants to play his horn.
So that one day I could play with Chicago.
Starting your own card grading company. George's Grading Company. Everything gets a 10. All right. Jim
roadie
Kelly.
Thank you. Roadie is what I'm talking about.
A roadie?
A roadie. Whatever they need.
I don't know if they'd like you as a roadie.
They'd like me.
Wow.
I'd make sure of that.
A bus tour guy. Marked his territory. Wow. That's right. So here's the story, kids. We were looking at a building to put a card shop here in Wichita Falls. A very prominent location, a very nice area.
That I knew wasn't going to ever happen.
I'm telling the story here. I'm telling the story. This is my campfire there, Ginger. This is my campfire.
You're making up the story.
There's no exaggerating here.
There is a bunch of exaggerating.
We set up an appointment to look at this place at high noon. We're there. I'm in my car. George is in his car. We're separate. We pull up. We're waiting. The guy's a little bit late to show us this.
A lot.
To show the unit.
Yeah.
George says, I can't hold it. I got to go to the bathroom. George goes out on the side of the building that we're thinking of renting and starts peeing on it. And I'm thinking, okay, this guy's going to pull up and George's going to be peeing all over his building. And so he's not going to rent it to us.
It was in a place where two buildings came together. You couldn't even see me.
There's other tenants in the building.
And nobody saw anything.
Probably. Well, that's probably true. They had their microscope. There you go. But yeah,
the guy didn't show up for quite a while.
George is over there taking a whiz on the building before we look at it. To 99 Gronkowski. That's a good first impression.
Yeah.
Where's your business partner? Oh, he's peeing on your building.
Yep. Yeah. It never became our building or anything.
No, it didn't. So. You know a roadie, George? Says Carly. She'll talk to a roadie. All right. We've got an autograph. I am a big fan of Brian Westbrook. This dude was a weapon for Andy Reid back in the day. There you go, Eagles. Philadelphia, Kobe. With the little Brian Westbrook.
What is that? What are you doing?
It's going to be the Eagles. George and Kobe there on the right. That is a patch auto. Very thick card from Resurgence Football. So, yeah, if you haven't heard the story, that's the story.
Yeah, it's not quite right.
No, it's exactly
it's not nearly
right.
right.
It's exactly right.
I did pee on the side of two buildings.
Yeah. Great.
And I felt much better. My attitude was better after I got through.
Well, that's not saying much. All right, moving right along. We got an autograph, Randy White. He's probably signing something in Dallas, Texas right now, or making a commercial, or selling someone something. Randy White likes to make money doing things. There you go, Cowboys.
That's third hit. Sean.
Dallas is loading up. Sean BAI. Randy White. That is a way to mark your territory, yes. CJ Stroud, rookie from Chrome Black. I will top load that, even though it's just a base. Went for the distance, El Ray.
They'd have to have a little patience. I mean, I'm a hard worker. I just can't work as hard as I used to, but I can get it done.
Bo Jackson to 250. Are we still talking about peeing? What are we talking about?
No, I'm
talking about getting a job.
They come in and say, pick that lamp up. Well, weigh 175 pounds and I can't pick it up.
Well, you got to use technology to pick it
up.
I did.
I can get that,
Jim Kelly, white hole parallel. Not kidding. Buffalo Bills. So, yeah. There you go. Hope that guy doesn't watch our channel. I think they put a daycare in there. They did.
Well, not outside.
It's like they teach kids or something. Yeah, no, not outside. But I don't know if they understand that that building was heavily peed on. To 175, Doug Williams for the Buccaneers. I don't think they know what happened there. All right, Sean Alexander, Jay Novacek. Ooh, Eli to 125. He's pointing. He's like, hey, I'm going to throw the ball to you. Let's get it to stick to your helmet. Here you go, Giants.
that bugs the crap out of you, does it?
Oh, yeah. He just... Oh, Eli escapes. Eli, like, tripped and fell out of the pile and just closed his eyes and chucked it. That was the luckiest thing I've ever seen in my life. That's so stupid. People are like, oh, it's so heroic. I'm like, he's a moron. What? That's the luckiest darn thing I've ever seen. I like the Giants just fine. They're okay. They don't bother me. That was the luckiest play I've seen in my life. He basically could have punted it, and the same thing would have happened. Better than number 2. That would have been awful. That is true, El Rey. I cannot argue that. Autograph, Chris Johnson. CJ2K, that is 87 and 99. Going to go to the Titans. Tennessee Titans and Ted.
Tennessee Titans and Ted.
82 of 99.
Tennessee Titans and Ted.
Chris Johnson. A professional card top loader. He's kind of doing that right now. I don't know if I call it professional, but he's doing it right now. You could be a carny.
Yeah?
You know that Carnival comes here occasionally.
What did I do the other month?
Just take the time off. Just enjoy life. Troy Aikman to 275. My nose itches. Maybe I'm about to pull a superfractor. My nose itches.
I hope not. I hope you do, but not in your nose.
I always feel like that when I'm about to pull a 1-on-1.
Kodiak, that's not a bad idea. But I'm really wanting that entrance to Chicago.
Modern Artiste, Emmitt Smith Green. Emmitt Smith Green. The Emmitt Smith Green precious metal gem sold for like $60K the other day. All-time record for an Emmitt Smith card. I don't know if you guys saw that. Crazy. Wonder if that's how Carly got her name, from Carney. And what is chili con carne? What makes chili con carne? Does that mean with something?
Chili con carne.
A hot dog slinger. You could be.
Slinger or
yeah,
singer?
You can sell the hot dogs. No, it's not a singer. A hot dog singer? What is that?
Somebody who sings hot dog songs.
Okay. Yes. George, you're going to stand here and sing songs about hot dogs. That's your job. He's like, okay, sir.
Hot dogs.
Delaney Walker, negative refractor.
Big kids, little kids, like, I can't remember it. I can't. I hate that.
Yeah, boy, I hate it too.
I hate just getting old stuff.
Yeah, Kodiak, you've been watching that. Carly had it. Carly washed all those cars, Kodiak, and they made her wash them with no water. So it was very interesting. To 199, Earl Campbell. She had to take matters into her own hands.
That's right, James. That's right.
Hot dog singer. All right, we've got to 75. That is Barry Bananas Foster. Barry Bananas Foster for the Steelers. Midnight insert.
And the Oasis.
No, they don't fit in there. They don't fit in there, Carly. All right, Midnight Parallel. Darren Woodson. Cowboys. Should be getting 3 hits in each hobby box here. Oh, little Bryce Young rookie auto. Boom for the Panthers. Carolina. On my mind. Brian, that is one of his better rookies from the set. Congratulations. And he did not sign rookie cards for Panini, so that is going to be a decent card. Bryce Young. Big hit there.
Fat kids, skinny kids, kids with chicken pox. That's right.
Midnight, we got an Anthony Richardson rookie refractor. I bet you do, Carly. Marino, and the human joystick himself, Dante Hall. Dante Hall for the Chiefs, Kansas City.
Kansas City Chiefs.
KC.
That's a Jordan, K-A-S.
I'm telling you, eventually we're going to get a Brady out of this stuff. Can you imagine? You know how much stuff of this we've opened? We have not gotten a Tom Brady auto out of this. We have opened so much of this stuff. We've got to have a like a Brady explosion at some point here. Get 2 or 3 of them or something. Doug Flutie. Is that numbered? It is not. Jason Sehorn to 275. He really likes Jason Sehorn. Why wouldn't he? There you go, George. Kansas City Chiefs was the double team spot, and Jordan has a hit for each of his teams on C double team. Oh, nice one here. Hall of Famer Titans again. Bruce Matthews of the Matthews clan.
Where's Tennessee?
Tennessee again. It's going to be Ted. Bruce Matthews auto. Not another guy. Not a guy you see sign a lot. Peyton Manning refractor. He showed up for Composite football. Midnight, Adrian Peterson. Tom Brady parallels are popular with the kids. Brady to 250. Purple mini diamond from Topps Chrome. I think most people would want the Topps Chrome Brady auto out of this. I think I'd want the Topps Chrome Black. I like how it looks. I think Brady's got 4 or 5 different autographs in this product. Different cards. Bryce Young, this is the Wave refractor to 75. Gonna call that the Blue Wave all etch. To go with your Bryce Young auto. 25 of 75. Very nice. Very nice. Yeah, we are due a Brady. Not kidding. I keep buying this stuff, and I think I'm gonna keep buying it. I just like it for the money. $69.99 for this break is crazy. Terry Bradshaw, $3.99. Need to buy another case. I'm fresh out. Need to buy another one. Might do that today. You never know.
You never know.
Never know what I might do there. All right, box 5. Then we'll take a little intermission after this break's over and get ready for Funko Pops. Donovan McNabb negative refractor from Topps Chrome.
Negative.
Had to restart router seeing this. Yeah, I'm seeing your chat, James. I'm seeing your chat. I think you're good as gravy. Good as gold. Good as ginger. Jerry Rice. CJ Stroud rookie to 250. That'll work. CJ Stroud. Purple mini diamond. Topps Chrome. Dane, do y'all appraise cards or no? Yeah, I can appraise cards. Just email me. DynastyBreaksLLC@gmail.com. It just depends on what it is, man. I mean, I've had people send me a list of like 500 cards. Can you tell me what all these are worth? I'm probably not going to go that deep for you. But I will, if you've got a list of certain cards, maybe ones you want to, if you want to sell them at auction, I'd be glad to appraise them. And if somebody had 300 graded cards or something and they wanted to sell them at auction, I would appraise those. I would help you. I may not look up every card for 20 minutes, but yeah, I'm glad to appraise collections, talk to you about what's the best way to sell them, things like that. To 125, Bo Jackson Midnight. I turn a lot of cards away from Fanatics. I tell people these cards, these 15 are good for eBay. These are better to sell at a card show because there's so many of them and it's such big bulk. These are better to sell on Fanatics raw. These are better to sell on Fanatics graded. And I can kind of piece it out like that. So hopefully that's Now, a 101 Mason Wynn, that's just going to be tough, man. That card's never sold before. I can look up other Mason Wynn 1-of-1s. Or you can type in Mason Wynn 1-of-1 on eBay. Or Mason Wynn 1/1. Search. And then filter, hit the filter button on eBay to show only sold items. You only want to look at sold Mason Wynn 1-of-1 cards. But you want to search both ways, 1-of-1 and 1/1. And then look it up. That'll give you an idea of what other 1-of-1s are selling for. That's what I would implore you to do. Yeah, I'd go with another 1-of-1 Mason Wynn. I don't feel like he's the hottest person on the planet, but maybe he is. I don't know. Baseball heads, anybody? Mason Wynn. How do you rate him right now? Oh, how do you rate a gold C.J. Stroud rookie auto to 50? Yowzers. This is the Stroud I would want out of this set. I love these cards, as I've said like 3 times here. Great on-card auto, 19/50 Texans.
There they are. Houston. Tyler, STU.
Woo! Put that in your stew, Tyler. The only thing you can do on a card that only exists, the one that's in your hand is the only copy that exists, is you can look up other 1-of-1s. This is a really good case. Fred Biletnikoff needs a sandwich. He's very skinny right there. Somebody get that man a sandwich. Bo Jackson. Antonio Gates. Jason Sehorn. Jason Sehorn for the, not to be confused with a shoehorn. Going to go to the Giants. That is a Topps Chrome auto. New York Giants with the hit, George. That'll be Ryan, T-R-I. You go, Ryan. Sissy said Dane is full of knowledge and blank. Yeah, full of knowledge and, charisma. Was it charisma? I think that's what she was going to say. I don't know. I got disconnected there. Will Levis and to 99, Mike Singletary. Mike Singletary. Well, Jacob, I would tell you this. If you think Mason Wynn is on his way to superstardom, and if his cards aren't selling for tons right now, that means you hold it. I don't know the Mason Wynn market right now. I don't know how hot his cards are. I have not really sold much of his stuff. But if you think he's going to, his career is going to be on the uptick later, that might be one to hold on to. All right. Oh, love the look of this card. Green Bay Packers, the secondary team color match, 2/50. Antonio Freeman. My guy.
Neil. Hello.
I feel like a very underrated receiver. Freeman was a stud. Robert Brooks was good. Freeman was a stud, I think. There you go, Neil. Well, sell it to your neighbor, Jacob. Yeah. Also, if your neighbor's a huge Cardinals fan, sell it to your neighbor. Maybe get a premium there. Troy Aikman to 50. There you go. From Henrietta, Oklahoma, home of the Fighting Hens. Troy Aikman, Cowboys. All right, Eddie George to 75. Eddie George grounded, Blue Wave. Blue Wave, Eddie George, 75. And you said it was Select Baseball, right? Is that correct? It's Select Baseball. You need to compare it to other Panini 1-of-1s. Don't compare it to a Topps 1-of-1. You're not comparing apples to apples. You need to go with a non-licensed product. It needs to be a Panini 1-of-1. Preferably Select. If you can find another Select 1-of-1, that'd give you a better idea. if you really want to narrow it down. Will Levis to 225. Love the look of this. Kind of a navy blue from Resurgent. 225. So you want to stay away from comparing it to Topps Superfractors and things like that. Those are going to go for more. Those will go for more. You're a Robert Brooks guy. He's an Antonio Freeman guy. I'm probably more of a Freeman guy. Yeah, so since the product is not licensed, that is where you want to that is where you need to really watch your comparisons. All right, Bryce Young, Midnight, Barry Sanders, stand by. Actually, I have a Chrome CJ Stroud I was going to top load. I need to get that in a top loader. Emmitt Smith to 149. I'll top load that as well. That is Resurgence. That looks like an Aqua Wave. George's favorite hairspray.
How'd you know? Is that you sneaking in my room? Probably was.
George lost it finally. Freeman won a Super Bowl ring defeating New England, which is always good. These are true stories. Scored a touchdown in the game, didn't he? White Hole, Marcus Allen as a Chief. Get a lot of his Raiders stuff. Don't get as much of his Chiefs cards. You go Kansas City. KC. Modern Artiste, Sean Alexander. John Elway. Not to be confused with Elray. 75 on the numbering. Anthony Richardson, rookie from Resurgent. Blue. Wave. Refractor. All right, Hines Ward and a good-looking Emmitt Smith. That light blue foil, very cool. I don't know what that's number 2, but it's very nice looking. That's Topps Gallery, which I'm a big fan of Topps Gallery from back in the day. 71 and 99. Bledsoe had a decent day, but not a Brady type of day. Yeah, that's true. I remember that Super Bowl. Terry Glenn and all those guys. Jim McMahon. May he rest in peace. Terry Glenn.
Terry Glenn.
Huh?
I remember Terry Glenn.
Terry Glenn died really young, man. I think a car accident, something like that. Terry Glenn. Good player. All right, got a very thick card here. Buckle up. It's Andre Reed for the Buffalo Bills. That's a Hall of Fame wide receiver. Amped up from Resurgence. Aaron J.O.H. Buffalo Bills, George. Aaron J.O.H. It's numbered to 125, and it is 66 of 125. Paper. All right, we got Mushi Hamstring, Mushin Muhammad. There's Eli pointing again. D'Angelo Hall. We have Funko Pops up next. I don't know what to expect. It's going to be fun. We're just going to have a lot of fun in the next break. It is a draft your hit style. We'll take about a 15-minute intermission, then we'll call roll when we get back. Make sure everybody's here to pick their Funkos, and then we're going to open the 2 cases, sit them on the table, and get started. Ben Coates, 3 of 50. My guy, I loved me some Ben Coates back in the day. There you go, Patriots. New England getting an auto. That's a good team to get in this, New England. That is numbered to 50. Wayne loves pancakes. Getting that one. New England, a very nice team to acquire in this break. George, got a Midnight Jerry Rice. If you guys like Composite, give me some feedback. Let me know. Do you want to see this break again? I mean, I can probably keep it at this price. I work pretty hard to find some of this stuff. I can probably get it at this price. Tim Brown, my guy. That is a Super Bowl champ. That is a Hall of Famer. Let me think. Super Bowl champ. Is that right? Didn't he go to the Bucs when Gruden won it? Maybe not. Maybe he got defeated by Gruden. Well, he's a Heisman winner. He's a Hall of Famer. What's wrong with my brain? I don't think he won a Super Bowl, did he?
I don't know.
I don't think so. I know he went to the Bucks, but I don't think he was on that team when they beat the Raiders. I think he was the one getting beat. 10 of 25. Let's give a boom for the Vegas Raiders. Let's mark him down. That's Chris McNabb. That is a man from Texas as well. Super nice guy. I got to meet him at the Beckett Industry Summit a couple years ago. Really nice guy. Trying to think. Did he win a Super Bowl, guys? What year did he win a Super Bowl? Drawing a blank. All right, my guy Darren Sproles had a great career, numbered to 200. Looks like a gold wave. Kind of weird that that's numbered to 200. Yeah, he did not, says Elray. That's what I was thinking. I said it, and then I was like, I don't think that's right. I know he went over with Gruden to Tampa, but they didn't make it. Nice Dan Marino from Gallery. This is the green. It's a Dan Magrino to 250. And Marino refractor behind it. Guys, that is the end of the break. We're going to put these cards away. We're going to take about 15 minutes, post this video to YouTube so people can watch it if they weren't here live. You can do that. You don't have to be here live to watch our breaks, except the Funko break. You have to be here if you want to pick your item. But otherwise, you can watch our breaks on demand on the videos tab of this very YouTube channel. We'll be right back with autographed Funkos. Stay tuned.